Alright. Alright, hello everybody. I'm starting over the tutorial on how to create a Call of Duty map using Cinema 4D. Now, I wasn't originally going to explain how to do stuff because there are so many different things that I will be doing, but I decided to go ahead and change my mind. I will be making in-depth videos on how to do a lot of different functions because I won't be explaining 100% of what they do. Um, I will, but I won't at the same time. You'll kind of get the gist of it as I'm doing it. I'll be explaining it, but I will be making just extra videos to show you individually a bunch of different things that you can do using one certain function. Alright, the first thing that I'm going to do is go up here to this cube shape. And this cube shape, when you click it in, you have a bunch of different objects you can choose from. You can have the torus, pyramid, a cone, disc, cube, sphere, just any of these ones you want to choose from, you can choose from. We're going to be making a floor, so what we're going to do is choose the plane right here. And now this, for what I want to do, isn't quite large enough. And as you can see, I am spinning the camera right now, but I didn't actually click anything on screen. You can hold in the number 3 and it will rotate the camera to any way that you move your mouse. Now you can use the 2 button, to zoom in and zoom out, like so. Now you can also use the 1 to actually move that camera from side to side, like so, up and down. Pretty easy to do. Now, if you click the mouse scroll button on your mouse, it gives you these different panes, different windows. Now, this is your top view, your front view, your right view, and perspective. For what we're doing, and usually most of the time I don't actually change these, but you can go into edit. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. You can go into cameras right here, and it chooses the different view that you can have, left, right. You can change them to any order that you want. But for the most part, I haven't actually had to change these. To go back into any one view, you just click the mouse button on that one view, and see right here in the label, it says top. Now, I am actually hoping that the audio is not off on this video. It may be because I'm doing a different setup than I normally would, and I haven't actually tested this too much. I did a little 10-second video and it seemed to work pretty good. I just hope that it still is right now. Anyway, we're going back into perspective mode right here by clicking on it. Now, again, using 3 to rotate the camera. Now what we're going to do is we're going to zoom out just a little bit and move this to the center. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go down here to the right side, and the width we're going to make 2000, and the height also 2000. 200, and there we go. Now we zoom out a little bit more. There we go. That's about 5 times bigger than what it just was. Now what we're going to do is we are going to increase the segments. The width segments, as you can see, we are adding more squares, but just in the one direction. Now, I was actually going down on that. I did not notice. See, as you click it up, you get more squares. Now, for this, we are going to go to 45 and also 45. Now, this gives us a decent amount of squares. Now, the reason for this I will explain in just a moment. But for the time being, we're going to go up here and click the pane. We're going to hit Control and then C. And that copies what we're doing right here. Click down here, hit Control and then V, and that pastes. Now, what we're going to do is name this the roof, and this the floor. I just totally misspelled that. Alright. I did it again. Alright. Now we're going to take the roof. We're going to hit the green arrow. We're going to click it. We're going to hold it. And then we're going to hold in Shift on our computer. Keyboard. Wow. Yeah, you can make fun of that. Whatever. Hold in Shift, and it gives you an exact increase. by 10. See? 50, 60, 70, and right there. Now, I just increased it to 700 for the time being, and that's looking pretty good. Now we have the floor and we have the roof. The next thing that I'm going to do, just move my camera back up, I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. Now I'm going to hit 1 so I can move the camera over to the corner, and I'm going to click on the floor panel. Now, the keyboard shortcut for what I'm about to do is C, and what C does is it activates this button right here. It makes it editable, which allows you to, when you click on it, you also need to click this pane right here. This pane, it lets you edit this side, which is what we're going to be doing. And you see the object that turned blue here, and now each one of these individual squares I can highlight, I can click, and I can do different things with them. Now for this, we're going to do, let me reset this real quick. Now I need to zoom in, hold in 1 to move the camera where I want, and then I'm now using 3 again to move it a little bit to the side. Now I'm clicking on this pane right here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click the pane, and I'm going to hit extrude inner. That's the one that I want, is extrude inner. Now before you do it, if you just click on the arrow and then you move it up and down, as you can see, what's happening is it is moving not just the one square but the ones next to it as well, and that's not what we want. So what you do is you hit Control Z, and that undoes the previous function what you just did. Now I'm going to zoom in just a little bit and move the camera one more time to get it spot center, and now I'm going to click on the actual pane itself. Click on the pane and then move it just a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left, and you see what we're doing? It's increasing the size of the square, but this isn't the one that I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Control Z. I'm going to right click the pane again, and I'm going to hit extrude. Now I hit this, I click the pane again, move it up, again, it doesn't do what I want it to do. You have to be sure to hold the pane, not these arrows. Now you go this, and then you hold in Shift again to do it exactly how you want. You go down, up, there we go. This is what we're wanting to get now. Now I'm going to zoom out, Control Z, so I get the exact approximation to where I want, which was 700 if I remember correctly. Now I'm going to hold in 3 to move here, and see how you can just move it around like this, but that's not what I want. Zoom in again, get right here, come on, come on, there it is. Alright, now hold in Shift, and up we go. As you can see, I went too high. Now what you can do for that is you can go down here, and it's 700, and that goes exactly to where I want it to go. Now it's very important that you remember the coordinates of what you're doing, so you can get things perfectly even. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just going to be making the inner columns of this object. So I'm going to go to the right, zoom in just a little bit. I'm going to click this, click the pane. You can move it up manually, or you can just go right over here and hit 700 to put it to where I want to do. And do it again over here. What? Ooh, pardon my language. Alright, click right here, do it again. Make sure you click the pane, move it up, go right here, hit 700. There are easier ways to do this, but for right now, this is just to show you a little bit of what you can do. So again, I'm clicking here, make sure you have the pane selected. It highlights white, move it up a little bit, and then hit 700. And here we go. Now this is starting to look a little bit better. Now we have our objects connected. There are different ways you can go about doing something like this, but for right now, this is how I like to do it. Now, the rotation of the camera. Okay, now let's see, where do I want another one of these? I'm going to click the floor. Alright, let's see here, floor. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and end this video right here because I'm not quite sure in the direction I want to go. I haven't rehearsed any of this. It's gonna take a long time, a really really long time. But you kind of get the gist of what I'm doing, and I'm hoping this will explain things a lot better than how the previous two videos I did. And I'm also hoping that the audio is not screwed up on this video. If it is, I'm sorry, and hopefully in the next video I'll have it fixed. So peace out, and if you like it or if you want to know something, just leave a question and I'll try and get back to you. Alright.